Yeah, well, g'day. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for joining me. Today, I'm way down south in the ACT again, one of my favourite spots, as you know. About to head out on the Settlers Walk, which I sort of flagged a couple of videos ago. Yeah, so this walk, it's a track, trail, whatever you want to call it, goes out into the bush here. It's about a 9-10k hike, depending on how much you wander around each of the sites. But there's four pioneer huts to see along the way. So I'm going to head out, go overnight, and spend the night out here somewhere. There's a couple of creeks or somewhere like that. I'll find somewhere to camp. Just saw a family. They were heading off on an overnighter as well, so it's pretty busy. It's Good Friday today, so everyone's on extended long weekend. So I'm going to be competing with other people, and it's a beautiful day. So why wouldn't you be out here? So yeah, been a pretty hectic little start to this trip already. Doing lots of cars and lots of stuff. So yeah, so I'm going to head out. They're going anti-clockwise. I'm going to head anti-clockwise as well. So I'll give them a bit of a chance to get ahead of me, and then wander off and show you these huts. Yeah, let's get into it.
Brighter days are on their way. Forever's how long they'll stay. Brighter days are on their way.
Yeah, well, this is Brayshaws hut. It's the first hut, 100 metres into the trek, so it's right on the road, so everyone comes and visits this. In fact, I had to wait around for a while to get in here and get some time to myself in here. Yeah, 2 rooms, nothing much in here, just one table. Nice big fireplace. I could imagine how warm this place would be if that fire was roaring. Takes up half the wall. Not that half the wall's a very big space, but yeah, it's probably 2 metres wide. So yeah, but it gets pretty cold down this part of the world. We wouldn't know it today. It's what, 23, 24 degrees. Beautiful day. But yeah, so this is the first of the 4 huts that I'll see. I just found out one of them's closed. So anyway, we'll go and have a look at the others. But yeah, 2 rooms, 120 years old. Pretty cool. Yeah, well, that was Brayshaws hut. That's the first of 4. Like I said, one of them's closed, so I won't be able to get into that one, but we'll be able to see the other 3. There's a few other things to see as well along the way. But yeah, the plan is I'll just wander along this track. Eventually we do cross a couple of streams. So I plan to just camp on one of those streams somewhere and have access to some water, because I only brought a litre or so with me. There is also water tanks at each of the huts, but I don't want to camp too close to any of the huts. In fact, you're not allowed to. So yeah, so I'll look around, find a good spot for the night. But plenty of things to do before then. How good's this bush? Absolutely spectacular. Love it. Yeah, if I can rack my brains back to 25 years ago when I did one subject in forestry, I believe this is a Eucalyptus rossii. They get the scribbly gum off, and the larvae do these cool little patterns in the tree. They're all over, everywhere I've been so far, hundreds of them. Pretty cool. If I'm wrong about the E. rossii, I'm happy to stand corrected. Yeah, before this all became a national park, it was basically pastoralist land. Running sheep and cows and all sorts of things. So yeah, they used to ring bark all the trees to get rid of them. Still lying around still. Much better now. You can see down there's remnants of an old fence. They're old sheep dipping yards where they used to dip the sheep, keep the lice off them and stuff when they were shorn. Not much of it left. one dry little creek bed. One of the places I was hoping to get water. Interesting. Yeah, the track's getting a bit overgrown here and a bit grassy and starting to scratch my legs, so I put the gaiters on. But yeah, we're coming up on the second hut, so let's go and have a look. Yeah, well, that was the Waterholes hut. Yeah, pretty cool little hut. I took a few shots from inside, but there were a couple of other people hiking and stopped there for lunch. So I got chatting with them. They just got back from Nepal, trekking around Nepal. So yeah, a bit jealous of that, but yeah, this is a nice place to come and thaw out after 3 or 4 weeks up in the snow and minus 24s or something they said. But yeah. So I didn't get much footage there, but anyway, you saw it. So I'm about 150, 200 metres behind the hut. Yeah, so this is a stockyard. Still in pretty good nick. But yeah, I'm going to head further around the track. The next hut around is Westermans hut, I think it's called. And yeah, this one is closed. The people I was just talking to said it's closed because the birds have made it their home and crapped all over it. So it's not in the best state. And he said it's also covered in tape saying keep out. So not much of a photo op, but he did say there's plenty of fresh water there, so that's good to know. So I might wander around there and find a camp somewhere close to that and start thinking about setting up camp for the night. It's time. It's up past 3, so I've got maybe 4 hours of good light ahead of me, so still plenty of time. So I'll go and wander around, find a good spot and settle in. Yeah, let's get going. Cool boulders coming up, like they're evenly dispersed. Bit weird. It's like some giants were playing chess or something. I don't know whether you can see him, but there's a big wedge-tailed eagle just flying around over there, top of that hill. Scarlet robin. Yeah, it's been pretty busy. Passed a lot of people on the trail. So yeah, it's going to be interesting trying to find a spot where, I'm not interrupting other people and other people aren't interrupting me. But yeah, nothing like the promise of a 4-day long weekend, lots of sunny days to bring people out in droves. Yeah, well, that's Grassy Creek. It actually does have water in it at this point, but not many places around here to camp. And that looks like a bit of a bog to get down to it. So I might stick with the original plan and head across to Westerman's hut, where I know there's water in a tank, and find some camping space around there, but it's good to know that there's some water on the ground if needed. Yeah, well, this is Westerman's hut coming up on now. I can see there's a bunch of people lingering around it, and a couple of tents as well. So I might go down there and then head up to that hill somewhere and find a place to camp up in the foothills there, up that way somewhere. Yeah, well, all set up. Yeah, I decided to stay at the hut. The hut's, I don't know, 100 metres that way. I found these nice trees with some nice shade, and I thought this is a nice spot. Pretty good outlook. Can sort of just take in the vista. Not going to have anyone walking in that area, which is fantastic, so they're all going to be walking behind me if they do come past. So yeah, kind of got the place to myself. There are people camping, 200 metres that way on the other side of the hut, but they won't bother me. But yeah, it's a pretty good spot, nice and shady. I'm absolutely knackered. How far did I come? That hike was what? It's about 10 k's to get to here, so I'm only about 3 k's from the car, so not too far to the car. So I come most of the trip in the one day, and the pack was sitting a bit uncomfortably. I think I had too much weight at the bottom or something, so I'm glad to get that off and get settled actually. So yeah, I was going to chill out for a little bit. I'm going to probably make a coffee in a minute. That's the only fresh water I got. There is another tank over there, but I'll have to boil that up or at least filter it at least. Yeah, I'm all set up. Got my same setup I had last time, so there's nothing new about this setup. So same tent, same tarp, same sleeping pad, same sleeping bag, same backpack, everything's the same, so should be right. Got some dinner, don't need to cook anything, but I do have my little stove, so I'll make a coffee and chill out. So I might just take a minute, catch my breath for a bit, take in the sights and just relax for a minute, and I'll check in a bit later. That's the stuff. Whew. Very relaxed now. I tell you, I've seen 2 funnel web holes. Like 2 just in this little area. And not even looking for them, I just noticed them. Whew, yeah. Well, it's nudging 7 o'clock. Actually, it is 7 o'clock. So yeah, I've just been chilling out, went for a bit of a walk, for a wander around. It's funny, and this is pretty disappointing, but the New South Wales border is literally right behind us. It's right behind the camera there. So this end of the national park, and I went for a walk down this track here, and the other side of the national, like there's a fence, like a fence line, and that's a private property on the other side. And there was a woman who just drove. Yeah, she drove through a property. Obviously, it's her property, and she got out of the car and she was smoking a cigarette, and she was just walking down the track, 100 metres away from me, and then dropped the cigarette on the ground, stubbed it out, kept going. I thought, fuck, does that stuff still go on? Like, I thought people were a bit better than that, but anyway, that was the only disappointment. Everything else was just magnificent. See heaps of kangaroos, some bouncing around out there now. Lots of wallabies, and still a fair few people about, which is good, I guess, and nice to see. But sun's starting to go down, so I'm going to have a bit of dinner. I just bought a salad. I don't need to cook anything, which is good. It's a good thing about summer. You can just bring something along and it's ready to go. Yeah, well, had some dinner. It's amazing how quickly the nights come around. Like the days shorten real quick. And it's only 7:15 and the sun's really starting to go down. There's literally a wallaby bouncing just behind the camera. But yeah, so it's starting to get dark real quick. It's the end of daylight saving next weekend, so things will swap back by an hour. But yeah, starting to get dark at 7:15. It's a bit weird. It's also pretty cool. Like the sun got down behind that hill and the temperature dropped real quick. I don't know what it is, but it's starting to get a bit of a chill. I'm glad I brought a jacket with me just in case. But yeah, I got the good sleeping bag, so I'll be nice and toasty in here tonight. I was watching that wallaby. He's just been it's right there. Okay, so cool. He's probably wondering if I'm going to feed him a little rat bag, but anyway. So yeah, that's it for today. I think I'm going to probably call it quits. Got my iPad. I'm going to maybe watch a movie. I've got a book to read, so I'll probably hunker down for the night, and I'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning. Yeah, it's 7:30. I woke up at 7:15. I don't remember the last time I woke up at 7:15. So yeah, slept like a log. Beautiful day. Last night the stars were out like you wouldn't believe, which was unbelievable. I love it when it's like that. Perfectly still. There's a slight haze in the air from the fog. Kangaroos bouncing around. Quite nice. Good morning. Yeah, well, I've done the whole track basically. The last leg's just the leg back to Brayshaws hut and home. So I guess the plan is just to get up, pack up, and head back to the car. First I'm going to drink this coffee and just take in this morning. It's absolutely magnificent. Yeah, well, all packed up. Took about 15, 20 minutes maybe. But yeah, not too bad. It's a little bit wet, so I'm going to have to unpack it when I get home. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Yeah, but thanks for coming out with me again, once again, into beautiful Ngunnawal country. I pay my respects to Aboriginal people and their ancestors and their elders, past, present, and those emerging. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to head home. And until next time, stay safe.